outbreak was the opportunity for them to execute Event 201, a training exercise.
But the fact that they trained off of a coronavirus and then like months later,
before the first fucking quarantine, before the first statewide emergency, before anything, you can look it up when it was. I said no matter what happens, any crisis, no matter how big or small, is at a minimum. At a minimum, for government and military, it's a training opportunity. At a minimum, no matter what happens, at a minimum, it's a training opportunity for the government and the military.
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah, I agree with that.
No matter what it is.
I can add to that too.
At a minimum, you know. Fuck. Some of the fucking missions that the
shit's
fucking
bomb,
SEALs and
dude.
Special Forces do, some of the missions that they do are relatively simple.
I think this smells pretty good too.
Jesus.
I'm listening.
They're relatively simple, the shit they're trained for. You know, some of the missions they do are fucking training.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, also, yeah.
Like,
I had a different, like I said, I had a different military experience than that. I was just in a room.
For instance, when we go on a MEU, right? We go on a MEU, but when we stop in little places all over the Southeast Pacific and we're doing training, well, that's because that's what we know we're doing. But when you're the fucking, when you're the fucking Pacific fucking Fleet Commander, you know that you gotta have your fucking troops, spread out to cover this area.
Yeah.
Like, we got a void right here, so let's get these guys to train right here and fill that void. That way, if anything happens, they got this fucking sector taken care of. And they think they're training, but really they're filling a gap.
Yeah.
Because we need that gap filled. It's like, if martial law happens, they got thousands of troops already deployed. But the guy out on the fucking, they don't know it's martial law. They don't know they're going to be helping law enforcement, something that's unconstitutional they're not supposed to do, because they got orders to go fucking block that intersection.
Yeah.
And that's all Jimmy knows.
That's all it is.
That's all they know. I got orders to block the intersection. And like they are, and the thousands over here and the thousands over there, they got their simple fucking orders and they don't know shit else until
it's too late.
They put it all together and they figure out, fuck.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't even think that the fucking heads of the CDC really knows. I think it's a few people who knew to release this shit, and they're just telling everybody else, and everyone else just listens.
Well, there's too many people out there that trust the government and believe everything they say.
They're literally on Facebook. This fucking Dunedin chat. It's one of the few pages for Dunedin, like neighborhood pages on Facebook. And Dunedin chat literally put an admin pinned post at the top and said, to control misinformation, we don't want anyone talking about it. We will update you, whatever we see from the news or government officials. Like, literally, you saying the only thing you can trust is the fucking news or what
the government officials.
Some fucking commissioner comes up and says. Like, fuck no.
That's exactly why we need to have a chat room so we can discuss other things.
Right. That's what I'm saying. This group right here, if we do, like in a little bit, we'll do the intro. The group is already made. People just have to know about it.
Now, we don't need a chat room discussing what the government is going to do.
Yeah. What we need is reporting.
Right, and you're going to get that from a group, though.
So that someone can go through all the fucking bullshit, analyze it, and say, okay, this is what's happening.
We should write on a piece of paper.
Actionable intelligence.
We should write on a piece of paper what the government has done and what they're planning on doing, so we can discuss what these bullet points really mean. It doesn't really mean that the National Guard is coming in to protect looting. It means the National Guard is coming in to enact martial law. Right?
Yeah, possibly. And like if I look like the fucking idiot 3 weeks from now because it's all over and there was no martial law, whatever.
It's still a test.
This sets the fucking precedent for whatever's next.
There's still going to be. There's still going to be.
I don't think when they I really don't think it's going to happen.
Now the American people know that they can deploy National Guard without calling it martial law.
Right.
And it's normal.
Yeah. There's still going to be
restrictions. Regulations. It's not like everyone's just laying down and saying, okay. I mean, people are upset, but I think that people are agreeing with the government's rules just because Hey, I mean, there is a possibility
Well,
of getting
we've
infected.
never lived through
Because they're
something where
either-
the government is going to control
They're
it.
living with it because either they're an essential employee.
But I mean,
Or
eventually
two,
they're not going to take it though. Like,
they're not hungry enough. They're not fucking hurting enough. You know, there's like I said, there's stores are still open. There's still food in there.
Right.
Yeah.
You know.
Oh, the truck Walmart guys every day. I bought a roll of toilet paper today.
But
Walgreens got a full shipment today.
No, but you see, what comes out of this is more government control. That's what's, even if they end it, life goes back to normal, there's still going to be some sort of regulation or something where the government has more control.
Our First Amendment right was fucking just cut in half.
And here's
The
something
right
kind of funny.
the right to peacefully assemble
Exactly.
was eliminated.
Yeah,
The
that's
right
what
to peacefully assemble has been eliminated.
Right.
Well, that's.
can't.
But I mean, homie, come on, really? Like, it's. They could. Everyone's sick.
No,
I don't want to get in a group with anybody. Like, fuck.
1,300
You look at the
people
states.
in all the state of Florida is sick.
You look at the states, some
14
states don't even
people
have
in
any
all the
cases.
state has died. And you got 80% of the Clearwater Police Department, 80% of the entire force is on Clearwater Beach, making sure nobody goes over there.
think
The
it's
middle
gonna
part
get
of the
worse.
country has not any
Everybody's
cases.
getting sick is bullshit. Nobody's. People are scared. Nobody's getting sick. We don't know what a fucking virus outbreak looks like.
I haven't met anyone yet. I mean, I don't want to meet anyone.
Some
They're
people.
carrying
Some people.
trucks with bodies in Italy right now.
Yeah. Well, they don't have nearly the fucking infrastructure that we do
No,
to
but
handle anything like that.
I understand that, but
You know.
they're still dying.
And like we were talking about the other day, that's a lot of old people.
It is.
over
No,
there.
Italy. So,
Yeah.
and on top of that, the thing with Italy is like they're
Their-
very
Their economy is fucking,
huggy, touchy, kissy people. Like,
yeah, and there's largely a lot of tourism over there. People coming from all over,
Right.
bringing it in.
Plus, that
bringing it
whole
out.
landmass is connected to China. I mean, they're all connected over there. We're isolated.
We're not,
We're isolated.
you know.
in a sense, yeah. But well, there's actually 2 strains of this fucking virus going on right now. You guys know that?
At least 2.
Yeah.
Well, there's 2 that we know of. So there's the one that started in Wuhan, and that's the one that is actually over here. Now the one that's over in Europe, they're calling it the European COVID, and that's a little bit different. And fucking that one, yeah, motherfuckers are getting fucked up.
Yeah. That one's not over here?
No, it's 2 different ones.
Well, they need to restrict air travel, I think, or any sort of travel to a different country.
Governor DeSantis said
What's
if
wrong
you're
with this?
coming from New York, you got to self-quarantine for 14 days.
Really, are they self-quarantined?
If you violate it, you could face a misdemeanor criminal
Yeah,
charges.
good. Although I'm sure there's people violating it.
Probably, and if they're from New York, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
You been there?
They're probably in
I have been
Miami.
in New York.
Fuck New
A
York,
bunch of my
dude.
family's from New York, and I don't give a fuck. They
Yeah.
could all stay in New
I
York
fucking hate that
because
city.
they all come here and try to change this place into New York.
Dude, I grew up in Erie, and so like my grandfather's people were from New York, and so we'd go up to Brooklyn and visit them and shit. It was just, dude, it's fucking.
I like New York,
It's
but
a
it's
shithole.
Yeah, I mean it's just
There's shit everywhere.
Yeah, that's why. Yeah.
And really, like I know there's parts of upstate New York that are
I mean,
just
don't get me wrong,
fucking
yeah.
beautiful.
I mean, I'm talking about New York
And
City.
they're like-
New York as a
yeah.
state's a good state. Like yeah,
But-
you go up
but
to
the
the.
state is like the fucking Sacramento of California. The state's held hostage by New York City.
Right.
You know, all
There's
the
New York
people
City,
that
and there's
own
like
houses, like all the homeowners in upstate and everywhere, their property taxes, guess what? It goes to the city.
That's bullshit.
You know, like sure, a piece of it goes to
Chicago
wherever their
is the
area
same way
is
with
or whatever.
Illinois.
But
I can't believe the fucking New York mayor or the New York governor or the governor of New York. He's being a little crybaby bitch. Yeah, he's bitching because he's like, well, we need help with the government. Right now, the federal government's role in this shit is just to fucking supply shit. In a pandemic, it's up to the states to call the fucking shots. At least that's what I was fucking told. That's the way I looked at it when they were on the thing here. Like here.
yeah, but the thing is, it's a very fluid. There's not like a set fucking chain of. It's all very fluid.
Hi, kitty.
You know, it's interagency
Can I get on my
cooperation.
lap?
that means, like, there's
No.
gonna be people from all different units and agencies and organizations and everything, you know, filling the gaps and meshing together. It's not like a set fucking
Oh,
chain
right,
of
yeah,
operation.
and I do what you're saying now. Yeah,
And-
no.
and
that's
why-
not, yeah.
Why the government, the federal government's not going to fund
No.
or approve funding for anything unless it falls in line with whatever their directive is. So whatever the governor is going to do with his state
Push it,
National
dude.
Guard, whatever the governor is going to
Yes.
do with the state National Guard better fall in line with whatever the fucking federal government wants. You know?
Yeah.
Or else,
Or they won't get their you know, they won't get assistance from the federal government when the shit does go down.
yeah, and like
That's the way Trump
Tampa-
plays anyways.
Tampa, the mayor is calling for a stay-at-home order, and the Hillsborough County Commissioner is saying, "I can't do that.
Yeah.
I
I
can't
don't
do
want
that
to
to
stay at
everybody."
home, honest to God. I don't
You
want
know?
to stay at home. I'll go sleep.
No, they did. It's up in Pennsylvania. They're locked down, and everyone's like, "Dude, this is."
Yeah,
bullshit."
people are saying it could never fucking happen here. I've seen dudes in Montana that say they've never seen so many fucking police in their life.
Really?
Montana.
Yeah. Because there's
They're
probably
with their
not
own, they're
like-
up there with their own eyes saying, "I've never seen so many fucking guys in my whole life."
Is Montana
Is
a
there even a
border
city
state?
there?
That's what I'm saying.
What's a city in Montana? I don't even know one.
It's a
Like,
fucking staging area. If you're gonna get ready for a
Montana.
fucking mission,
Doesn't it touch
you ain't gonna
Canada?
get ready on objective. You're gonna get ready hidden in the fucking tree line somewhere,
where
right?
the fuck is Montana, anyways? Like,
Up in the northwest,
Does it
I
touch
can't picture it.
Canada?
right next to, right south of Wyoming, I believe.
Or south of Wyoming? South of Wyoming? No, Colorado's south of Wyoming, right? Is it north of Wyoming?
I just can't think of I've never heard of anything popping off in Montana or anything
Well,
like
if
from
it borders
Montana.
Canada,
Do they even
that
have a
could be
football
reason.
team? I think they have a football team, right? Like, what? Yeah, I've never heard of a football.
No.
There's no football team. What?
Oh, so
Did you like? Were you
it's
like?
on the Canadian border.
You
There
were
you
like,
go.
That's why.
why does
It's
my
on the
cat
Canadian
love you
border
so much,
between
dude?
Idaho and the Dakotas.
The cat's fucking all on Todd's dick and shit. Like,
Animals love me, people hate me. I don't know.
that's the weird shit, dude. I've never seen my cat like. She's like, yeah, she's all about you, motherfucker. You don't have a cat at home or something?
Nope.
Weird shit.
I'm telling you, animals love me, kids love me, people hate me.
Oh, I got Danielle.
Adults hate me.
I got Danielle Feinstein's address.
Who the fuck is that?
The fucking most evil fucking
Feinstein, why do I know that
California
last name?
California Democrat bitch that wants to take everybody's
Yeah,
guns away. and
there's, what's her name,
slave-
Feinstein?
Enslave the country.
That woman.
I need to finish this roster. I know there's
The
like two more
Democratic
names.
Fully expected.
So guess what? I've been recording this whole thing
Oh yeah.
because you ain't.
Good, that's good.
And former secretaries of both the Department of Health and Finance in
Turn it
Australia.
off now though. Our
Matthew
discussion's over.
Harrington from Edelman.
Oh,